Hello, 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 everybody. Sorry, my hair is, if you know me, this is just how it is. Okay, so hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds for people to hop in. I'm a couple minutes late per usual today, so we'll see if we get a lot of people watching. Oh, Lonnie. Hi, Lonnie. I love that I can see who pops in and who's not popping in. Okie dokie. So a couple of things. This is day 3 of our 5-day challenge. For the challenge this week, we've been doing, previously we've done scheduling, and we've also done responding to messages like over and over and over again. And I showed you my favoriteest tool, which is called the Ditto app. So hopefully you've gone and watched those 2 videos. If you haven't, you still have time. They don't have to be done in consecutive order. All of these are meant to be individual trainings and stuff, so you don't have to go through and watch them all in order. So today we're going to be talking about automatic billing. I have a couple of exciting announcements though, because tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is a really big day, actually. So you guys all want to be here for the 2 o'clock. Hey, Lauren, I see you. That's an inside joke. So you'll want to be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The reason being is because you want to be present for what I'm going to be announcing and training on, because it's really super amazing. And I say it's really super amazing, but I know it in my heart that you are going to love it. So I also have a special gift for everyone who's kind of been following along. So come tomorrow, 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 1 o'clock Pacific Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, so let's get going. So the reason I wanted to talk about automatic billing. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Justine. I love when people pop on. So the reason we're talking about automatic billing, and if you haven't watched the training video, that I'm really sorry about this, guys. I've got so much hair. The reason we're talking about automatic billing is because I realized that it's not a thing. So some people have it, some people do it, but more often than not, people are not doing it and they're not utilizing it. And I want to make sure you realize that you can use it and it can be really easy and simple to set up. And I'm going to give you like 4 options, and all of them cost the same amount of money. But I'm going to start with a little story. So one of my really good friends, if you watch the video, you'll already know the story. So one of my really good friends, she actually came to my retreat, which was so much fun. But she said, basically, what happens is she charges someone on a 3-month minimum. So they have to do like a certain amount of money, $1,500, $2,000, whatever, for 3 months. And I was thinking, oh, that's just set up automatically. Never take that for granted, because she did not have it set up automatically. She was actually sending them an invoice every single month, like super manually. And I found out that a lot of the girls at my retreat were doing the same exact thing. They were totally doing that. And I was like, why don't you automate that? Like for our package customers, we have that on an automated billing cycle. It just automatically pulls, which is great for me. It's great for them. They don't have to think about it. We don't have to think about it. It's just a beautiful thing. So I found out through her that it wasn't a normal thing. And so I wanted to talk today a little bit about why it's so important. And I'd love to get your feedback. So obviously, if you are doing a massive mastermind or program or something like that, and you want to charge or do like bank transfer or something that doesn't charge fees, I don't know what that is, like ACH transfer, then I would recommend still doing that. Like it would be weird to run like a paid in full $100,000, you know, that just kind of weird to run that through a credit card processor, although some people might, maybe. But I'm talking about like your smaller orders or your monthly subscriptions or your minimums or your payment plans. That's the other thing. I learned recently that somebody was doing a 3-part payment plan, but they were running that manually, even though they saved their card on like a little Post-it note. Like that is just not, that's just not good. I don't even know if that's legal. So So, oh, Justine said, the first time my QuickBooks Online sent an invoice and I got paid without me doing anything was life-changing. It is totally flipping life-changing. So the reason why automatic billing is so important and creating that, even if it's not like this continuity program, maybe it's like payment plans, or maybe it's a monthly retainer, whatever that looks like for you, the reason that's so powerful is because you're able to forecast. You're able to know, okay, if everything stays the same, I'll be bringing in 15, 20,000, maybe less, like 1, 2, whatever it is for you. I'll be bringing that in every single month by this time. And you know what that does for your stress levels? That just like takes everything else down. Because what was happening to my friend was that she was going and sending all of these invoices, and then people saw them in their inbox and they're kind of like, I'll just not pay that right now. Or they were sending them over to their accountant or the bookkeeper, and they were just paying them when they were getting paid, right? Or, you know, when they do their thing, which a lot of people only pay on a couple days a month. That's what we do too. So that's like a really big reason. I want to talk a little bit about creating products also that sell in a format like this. So there's a couple different types of products, right? You've got your high-end stuff. I don't, you know, high-end, for us, that's our automation powerhouse. So high-end, like one-on-one, super clear, you know, that sort of thing. Then you might also have like a monthly retainer if you're in a service business, or if you do coaching and you just have somebody on a monthly cost. So that could happen. And then you might also have lower level continuity programs, maybe something that's like $50, maybe something $200, maybe something $500. They kind of span the whole gamut, it seems like these days. And when you do that, when you have those are so much different than having one payment and payment plans, but they're still considered the same thing, like in the sense that you still want to be able to accept the money automatically and not have to worry about going and making payment plan changes. So you have no idea how beautiful it was. I didn't do this for the first 18 months of my business. I'm not even going to lie, guys. I never did it. And I was actually sending PayPal invoices to people at the end of the month, after I had worked all month for them. And what ended up happening was that when I did that, they would sit on it for like 10, 15, 30 days. Sorry, you guys can probably hear my baby in the background. She's sad. She woke up early. But what that did was it actually created this massive hole in my revenue. So what would end up happening is I was supposed to be paying my girls, paying my team members on a certain day, and then I wasn't getting paid the full amount of money before then. So it was like this weird catch-up thing. And that was a really big deal. That was a super big deal, actually. The first time I was like, you know what, I'm going to start charging this on a monthly recurring basis. And I didn't think anybody would do it. I didn't think anybody would sign up for our monthly custom packages. And now we're overbooked with those. And we're like, we can't accept any more people in our custom monthly packages. So in your business, I want you to think about ways that you can add in some of that reoccurring. Maybe that looks like a continuity program, like a little membership site. Maybe that looks like a program, a lower level program. Maybe that looks like you have a core product, but you don't offer a payment plan. Maybe that looks like you do coaching. And, you know, I just want you to be thinking about, all right, how can I have people automatically pay me without me having to go send an invoice, without me having to go charge a card? Okay. I want you to think of all of the ways that you can do this without actually doing it. Okay. So I want to talk about a couple of the different platforms. I already mentioned PayPal. PayPal does do a subscription plan. I had a client who told me one time, and it's always stuck with me, that if he would never run a subscription plan outside of PayPal. He ran a lower level subscription. He was a tech SaaS company. But because people can go change their subscriptions, and you want to be able to talk with them first, right? Or at least like make them jump through a hoop to cancel, which sounds bad, but you understand as a business owner. So I wouldn't do PayPal personally myself for that, but PayPal's an option. I actually learned recently, sorry, I have my notes, that QuickBooks actually does recurring payments. So you can set it up that it charges them every single month. And that's what my friend actually switched her business to doing for those $1,500 for a 3-month minimum. The other two options, kind of the two big options, is Stripe. How many of us have heard about Stripe? Raise your hand. Let me know. Stripe is, how do I describe Stripe? Stripe's the one I would recommend if you don't use Infusionsoft, or if you're going to use ClickFunnels or something like that and you want to incur less expenses. I would go with Stripe. I personally use Stripe if you've bought automation foundations from us, if you've bought any of our like essentials courses or anything like that. That's all charged through Stripe because that was just easier at the time. And it still is easy. It's fine. Stripe is free to sign up. I think I wrote it down. It's 2.9% plus a 30 cents transaction fee, which is pretty standard actually. So I understand not wanting to pay fees, but let me tell you, I will gladly pay 2.9% plus 30 cents transaction if I don't have to charge cars and I don't have to wait for people to pay me. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there. I will gladly pay fees. And I know that some of you are way more bolder than me and can go get that reduced, I'm sure. So if that happens, you have to tell us what you said so that we can all go get it reduced. So I use Stripe in my ClickFunnels and I like it. It's fine. If you don't have an automatic payment processor, I recommend Stripe. It's a great one to start out with. There's better, I don't want to say better, there's bigger, different ones, but I think Stripe's a great place to start, and it's free to sign up. And then you can take cards. For example, if you're on a consult and you take a card over the phone, it stores that card. You can go in and charge it again. You can set up different subscriptions, all of these things. And if you're using ClickFunnels or any kind of order form that like matches with it or integrates with it, then you're able to set that up automatically, which is where you want to be. The other one that I personally use is Infusionsoft Payments. If you have Infusionsoft, this is free to sign up for you, and it's included on all accounts. You don't have to pay for anything extra. But Infusionsoft Payments is actually awesome for our monthly retainer. So we even have billing automation set up that says, hey, your payment didn't run. I hope everything's okay. Update your card, that sort of things that you could set up with Stripe in a specific way. But I just do that all through Infusionsoft. So Infusionsoft Payments, again, 2.9%, 30 cents transaction fee. It's just standard, y'all. It's not anything super special. So, okay, so for automatic billing, here's what Sky's here. Hi, Sky. Guys, Sky's my friend that I always talk about. Sky's here. Hi, Sky. Again, Coke should pay me. Okay, so what I would suggest you guys doing, I want you to figure out, is there anything I could put on automatic billing? And then I want you to figure out, is there anybody I can turn over to automatic billing right now? And here's the other thing. When I sold, let me tell you. So a little over a year ago, I was sitting down with somebody who has my business, but bigger. She is a big partner in her region, and I always tell people like, oh, you must not have the kind of business that I have in my industry, because it's how we set it up is a little weird. But she does exactly how I do it. And so I was talking with her, and she was like, you need to set this up on automatic payments. And so what I did was I actually went to all my old customers, and I was effectively raising the rates by like $25 an hour, if that's how you, like for our custom packages, we bill by the hour in bundles. So I was effectively raising the rates, and I told everybody, you need to get on this or you're not going to be with us anymore right after that. And that was hard. That was super hard. But you know what? I raised my rates. People moved over. If they didn't want to move over, they left. Okay. So, and that got rid of the ones that were really difficult to work with. So here's the thought that I would like you to think about. I want you to think, can I change over my current existing customers? Is there any way I can just notify them that I'm going to be doing it this way now and move them over to automated billing? Because if you don't, you're going to still be stuck sending invoices. You're still going to be stuck doing all of this stuff. And you don't want to do it. Let me tell you, you want to have it automated, because there's nothing better than seeing money end up in your account that you didn't have to do anything for to get it in there, right? You didn't have to hound anybody, that sort of thing. So I hope you guys have found this at all useful. I don't want to spend all of your time today. I know everyone's really busy. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'll make sure I answer them. Look forward to seeing you guys. Bye.